maybe the only time on the album I'm actually sampling.
And what are they sampled from?
Good question. They might be... That's me, actually. So I sample myself.
Yeah.
This episode is being supported by Tape It. If you currently use voice notes to record your ideas, you should try Tape It instead.
And in terms of those wonderful voices you've got on this song?
So that's like, it's actually my voice, but it's pitched in everywhere possible. So if you just listen to the group of voice, that's all my voices, but this is my voice pitched 1 octave higher. And with that algorithm I was telling you about, the pro algorithm, so it still sound kind of like, if I take out the pro algorithm, it would sound sound more like a, little mouse. But so yeah.
And now that you have an array of microphones to play with, is there a go-to vocal microphone?
For me, this whole album was done with a microphone that is not a vocal microphone at all. It was done with a Shops microphone. I think it's Shops CMC6. Yeah, they're using this mic a lot for ambient sound. So they use it for CMC6. I think that's.
And so
the one.
You recorded all your vocals using that, even on the tracks, because it's an interesting technique. Say with a track like "Let's Live," you're singing on that. And I noticed in some of the performances of some of these songs, that you're way off mic. Another engineer or producer might say, "Hang on a minute, look, are you going to sing on mic or what?" Because that's not what you're doing or what you're trying to.
Mm-hmm.
You're creating a feeling and a mood when you're singing. It seems to me. And so to be bang up on the microphone singing in a particular way isn't what you're going for at all.
No, I'm. So the mic is called MK41. Sorry, it's not called MC. But I usually sing very far from the mic, which sometimes there's no like exact way to do it, but I just enjoy being far. I just love this mic because it's not bright, and I like I don't know, for this album I just love no brightness at all. So there's, if you compare this album to another one, it's a very what the opposite of bright. It's a pretty dark in terms of sonics. There's no very bright hi-hats, there's no very bright anything. There's not much above 12 kilohertz on this album. It was just the mood I was going on. I didn't. If you listen to Time for a Change EP, my first EP, it's the total opposite. It's very bright.
If you, like so many of our guests, use voice notes to capture your ideas, you will love Tape It. It's the iPhone recording app designed specifically for musicians and songwriters. With Tape It, you can record straight from your lock screen, set markers, add notes, and even include photos of settings. Plus, there's Cloud Sync, you can import your old voice notes, and to stay on top of it all, Tape It has great labeling features like automatic instrument detection. And all of the above is free. If you currently use voice notes, switching to Tape It is a no-brainer. And there's more. If you upgrade to Tape It Pro, it uses 2 microphones on your iPhone along with gentler dynamic compression to give a much more natural sound than any of the usual apps. And we have a huge offer for you. 50% off Tape It Pro if you upgrade now. Just go to the app and use the promo code TAKENOTES or click the link in the description below.
So the mic I was using before, that I was bringing everywhere with me, was this very small TLM 102 by Neumann, and I was bringing it all the time because it was so small. It could fit in my bag all the time.
Right.
And so I had it in this Airbnb where I made the Ilang Ilang EP. But when I started making this album, I still had the mic, but it's a very bright mic, and it was just too bright for my voice. So I decided to try the mic that I was using for my piano, which was a couple of stereo set Shops MK41 that I bought for my piano. That sounds amazing, and that I discovered when I was shooting in cinema, because they love using these mics for ambiences.
Yeah.
And tried it with the piano, it worked amazing with piano, and then tried it with my vocals, and it just worked great. It just had that flat curve in the high, and it made it you didn't hear all the all this in the voice. It was just there was just not it was very flat, and there was not much to do in terms of EQ. So that's the one I used on all these vocals, whatever.
Yeah, so whatever style, whether it be the kind of more distant, away from the mic style that you use on Let's Live, or for this, which sounds like, I mean, this sounds, like it could be 50 people singing there together in a room.
Well, I think there's like also some effects to it that make it sound like it's, there's like this choir effect that if I take it out, it's way more in the center, but if I put it back, it's way spread out. It's the Evox choir by Antares that I use on there. And of course there's a lot of, in the whole thing, there's a heavy sidechain. Everything is really like, the kick is really sidechaining everything pretty heavy on everything. So that's something, of course, I do if I need that impact. And then there's those little sampling vocals that comes back, which I didn't do much on this album. I didn't sample much. It was more like an album of songs and a concept and kind of more of a message to pass through. So I wrote a lot, and I didn't sample as much. I didn't sample, I think, at all, apart from this part of the song. That's probably the only part of that. Maybe the only time on the album I'm actually sampling.
And what are they sampled from?
Good question. What are they sampled from? They might be, if I play this. That's me, actually. So I sample myself.
Yeah.
So I didn't actually sample. So I guess I didn't sample any other vocals at all on this album.
Yeah.
Because even this one is myself.